The second quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Now here's Douglas. It's Thompson off the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, you know, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the two-guard position.
Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the score. And count the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to send Chris Bosh to the free throw line. It's on David Lee. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for the Heat. Well, and Clark, going back to Klay Thompson, he wants to be a complete player. His dad certainly was, and, you know, Steve, he's just not a shooting specialist.
No, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble, and he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during the playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Guys, Harrison Barnes certainly had a solid rookie season for the Warriors. Part of that is having a staff that holds you to a high standard. He said when he first got drafted, the first day, he came out dribbling and shooting the ball. One of the Warriors' assistant coaches came up and told him he was the worst-rated defender to come out of the draft. The coach said, quote, "Put the ball down. You're a terrible defender, and we're going to make you better." Guys, credit Barnes for accepting that kind of coaching, and the staff raved about the progress he's made as a defender.
Thanks, Doris.
Yeah, such a hard worker. He's really fit right into his team.
Here's Iguodala off target at the rim.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep, all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
And here is Curry. Shane Battier getting his three to go. Rejected by Chalmers, but he gets it back. Curry attacking. Now Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. LeBron's shot is good. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against him. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
They get it back. Passes it to Curry. Left side Curry, the second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
It's LeBron with the drive, covered by Barnes. Fader on the way, and again, LeBron missing.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Right side Bosh for three, and LeBron James good for three. LeBron's got 8 points.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Well, Heat leading by 3. Chalmers with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Allen for three, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And we're going to talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Outside Curry. LeBron with the block.
He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the score by Miami. Here's Iguodala. And the Warriors miss again.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Allen kicks to Chalmers. LeBron James on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. Curry with it. He's picked up by LeBron. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you know, of all the things that Harrison Barnes did on the court last year, the one that sticks out to me was some of his dunks. I mean, his huge dunk. We're talking dunk of the year caliber stuff. The best one might have been him throwing it down on Nikola Pekovic early in the year.
And the Warriors making a change here. Douglas is checked in. Now here's LeBron. 12 points for him. LeBron gets the screen from Bosh. It's LeBron with the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron's got 14. Going back to Harrison Barnes, his athleticism and dunking ability, probably the best on this Warriors team.
Well, they've got a lot of outside shooting and very skilled players. Barnes was really a perfect fit because he could play off of those other guys as a slasher by attacking the rim, but also spot up and be a pretty good three-point shooter in his own right.
And as a rookie, did he surprise you with this performance in his first year?
I think he was better than a lot of people thought he'd be.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. LeBron passes to Allen. He dishes it to Battier. It's stolen by Green, and there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And both free throws good for Curry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Allen for drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
You know what?
And now, brought to you by